ओमज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपा कदा मह्यं ददति स्वपदान्तिकम्। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतपदकमलान् श्रीगुरुन् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातां सहगणरघुनाथान्वितम् तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनात् कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगणललिता श्री विशाख अन्वितांश्च नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रस्थाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनां नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपी सखोपिता कान्त राधा कान्त नमोस्तुते। सप्त काञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभो नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौरभक्तवृन्द। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 Hare Krishna. I welcome you all to our today's systematic study of Vedic scriptures session, where we would like to dwell ourselves deep in the teachings of the ancient wisdom that has been used and benefited by many people all over the world, all over the universe. That Bhagavad Gita, the direct dialogue of the Lord, is Bhagavad Gita, and we take the reference of Bhagavad Gita and advance further, acquire that knowledge, make it into wisdom and benefit in our path of spiritual journey. In that we are in the chapter 13. Chapter 13 to 18 covers the Jnana Yoga. Of course, it also brings so many conclusions of yoga system, where everything should culminate to bhakti, devotion. Where there is no devotion, we can't get anything. Even in our own life, if we do not dedicate to something, if we do not devote ourselves to something, there is no success. Bhakti yoga is the perfect understanding of how to devote, where to devote, why to devote, and to whom to devote. All this is Bhakti Yoga. So, which means there is a abundant amount of knowledge. And if we turn ourselves and go through these instructions of the Lord, like Arjuna had crystal clear clarity what to do, giving up all kinds of imperfections, he attained ultimate success. Let us also take shelter of Bhagavad Gita, the teachings of the Lord, and advance ourselves by giving up those qualities which are not worthy to be called as knowledge. And we are in this chapter 13, verse 8 to 12, and we have covered quite a few such qualities that make up the real knowledge. And let us continue from there. I'll first recite the verse and then we will go through the purports. Amanitvam adambitvam ahimsa kshantirarjavam acharyopasanam saucham dhairyam atma vinigraha indriyarteshu vairagyam ahankareva cha janma mrityu jara vyadi dukkha dosha darshanam asakte anabhivishvangah putra dhara grahadishu nityam cha samachittatvam इष्टोपपत्तिषु मयि चानन्य योगेन भक्तिरविचारिणी विविक्तदेशसेवित्वम् अरतिर्जनसंसदि Adhyatma jnana nityatvam tattva jnanartha darshanam etad jnanam iti proktam ajnanam yad ato anyatha. So, I don't know if Adirasa Prabhu, if you have joined, can you please tell from which quality should we continue? Or let me read out the qualities that we discussed till now. One is humility. Humility, amanitvam. Manitva means I want to be respected. Amanitvam means I'm not too anxious to have the satisfaction of being honored by others. So, this humility is very, very crucial to really understand our own position. The more and more we develop humility, the more and more we have the chance to understand who we are, what is our real identity. The more and more covering is there, we cannot see who we are. Just like if I am standing in front of a mirror and the mirror has a lot of dust on it, so much dust that I don't even know that it is a mirror. What means I can't see myself. So humility means not to have such kind of dust which makes us not to know who we are. But the more and more cleaning process goes on, Cheto Darpanam Arjanam, Bhava Maha Davami Nirvapanam, Shreya Kairava Chandrika Vitaranam, Vidyavadu Jivanam, Anandam Badhivartanam, Pratipadam Purnamrit Aswadanam, Sarvatma Snapanam, Param Vishyate Sri Krishna Sankirtanam. By taking up to the process of chanting, the heart gets cleansed. So we may think, oh, it's impossible for me. I have a lot of pride in me. I have a lot of false ego in me. I am always looking for opportunities. How I myself go into a place where I am respected more, where I am honored more, where I am given great value, where I don't know this word called adambar. For that matter, I'm ready to show off myself. That is that makes things more complicated. Rather, when we understand that, hey, I'm nothing, I'm not so great. Who am I? After all, I'm just a servant. That is my real identity. Servant of whom? Servant of the Lord, not servant of my own senses, not servant of my own plans, but I'm just servant of the Lord. That is possible by just simply chanting. We don't have to go to any number of courses to just how to detox my mind that I'm not this body. Chanting just by Sri Krishna Sankirtanam, by just process of chanting, the dust is cleansed. Then what will happen? Amanitvam, adambitvam. Adam, damba means pride, adambitvam. We want to give up this pride, sense of pride that people are very, very eager to become famous and entering into groups for that matter, creating, what do you call this, the communities. But all these communities, when they're not following the principles, what Lord has said, maybe we may have a a sense of being part of a community, being taken by a community, taken care by a community. But what is happening? That community, when it is developing its own pride, oh, you know what? Out of 350 sanghas, 350 communities, my community is the best community. For that matter, I'm ready to do anything. And for that matter, if that is not the case, I'm going to deeply suffer because I thought this is the best community available. So that sense of feeling I am best, I am great, I am famous, that is pride. And last session we were discussing also about non-violence. Non-violence is not just okay, not to kill animals or not to kill or not to harm humans. Yeah. Of course, first priority is not to harm our own self, not to harm our own family members, not to harm our own community people to protect. For that matter, I'm doing strikes. For that matter, I'm doing what is this? All possible things. What about killing animals? Okay, now there are new revolutionary means through which vegetarianism is promoted, veganism is uh, appealing to people. Yeah, But this is not non-violence. Non-violence really means not to put others into distress, which means it's not about only physical assault, it's not about physical inconvenience, but understanding what can bring them out of distress. Uh, Unless one elevates one to the spiritual knowledge, one is practicing violence. This should be our understanding. That means if someone is an atheist, even if he might have a great humanitarian ideologies, humanitarian way of living, helping out people, yeah, but that doesn't make him that he's practicing non-violence. Non-violence is to give others not just roti, kapda, makan, not to provide them the daily necessities, but eternal necessities. What is that? Opportunity to serve Krishna. If one is arranging such a facility, then his life is successful and people who follow him, their life are successful. So this real knowledge should be distributed. Hmm. So in that way, we see that non-violence is achievable not by stopping all what disasters that are happening, but promoting the real knowledge. What is the real knowledge? And in for immediate need or permanent need, understand that giving prashadam, taking prashadam, huh? That is the reason why Srila Prabhupada has established ISKCON for 6 reasons. Huh? Give charity to devotees, accept whatever they give in return. Hmm? These are the two. And the third one is open up, open up oneself to devotees, and then approaching devotees, attain confidential knowledge of how to worship the Lord. And 5 and 6 are to tell with distributing prasadam and accepting prasadam. So non-violence is not a superficial or a materialistic uh, principle, but non-violence is actually re-establishing our connection, lost connection. And then tolerance. I think we covered till tolerance, no? Adarasa Prabhu? Yeah. So tolerance means to bear insult. In today's society, insult is an assault uh, that is thrown very now and then. Sitadhira means one who is stable. He knows the reality of the world, that this world is constituted like that. Uh, I think in the purport also. I don't know, are you seeing the screen? Yeah.
Yes, Prabhu.
Okay, I think I'm at this point. So here it says that, where is that nice sentence? That this world is constituted like that. Tolerance, yeah, we are talking about. If one is engaged in the advancement of spiritual knowledge, there will be so many insults and much dishonor from others. Yes, this is expected because material nature is so constituted. Why? Because we have declared a war, so to say, against each and everyone who do not accept the Lord as uh, the supreme cause of everything. They do not want to accept it because if they accept it, just imagine, Sarika Mataji, you have accepted someone as your master, but can you do whatever you want, or you have to do what the master says? Hmm? Isn't it? You have to do what the master says. Best thing is let me not accept such a master. Hmm? Saundarya Madari, isn't it? It's very easy, right? If I don't accept such a master, then there is no problem. And what is the best way to not accept someone? Amit Prabhu, if you don't want to accept me as your master, what is the best way you should do? How you can do it?
Prabhuji, I'm driving today. Sorry, can't answer.
But you're able to follow?
Yes, Prabhuji, I am able to listen. Thank you.
Yeah. Someone can say, what is the way that how we can avoid it?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, by mentioning the reason why, I mean, there are two ways. One is to ignore and more like what we take home and reject things, or tell the person why we don't accept what is said. Maybe.
Yeah, but how can you say? Because you have said you need to have a strong reason that he's not your master, isn't it?
Yes, yes.
If you don't have a strong reason, people will say, hey, you are a fool. Rather, you create a reason so that it's convincing for everyone, and then everyone will think, oh, yeah, there is some truth in what Mahesh Prabhu is saying. So, what is happening in that process? You throw, you are even ready to move out of your own ethics of honoring others, not to insult others, right?
Yeah, Prabhuji.
So, what is happening is we basically get into this process of proving ourselves, just like Darwin has done. Though he was a strict adherent religion practitioner, but what he happened, the things that happened in his life made him become atheist, and rest of his life he started creating what, trying to prove that his ideology of that there is no god is right. For that matter, he created his own Darwin theory, and so many. When there is so much information, by the time, just like if you file a case to a court, if you give 15 statements, and the court will take so much time to make sure that all these statements are true or wrong before giving a judgment, right? Yeah.
Okay. So one question, Prabhuji. So like you said that if, for example, let us take this example. You are, for example, if I'm following you, okay, and if there is something which, I mean, restricts me to follow, so how is that? I don't know whether I'm clear in my thoughts, but you're getting the point, right?
So your question is, I have not have full confidence, but I have maybe 20%, 30%, or 40%. Right?
Yes. Yeah.
This is one possibility.
Yeah.
Other possibility is, I know that you are 100% my master, but I have my own problems to not able to follow what you are saying, because you are saying something that is beyond my capacity. So which one are you talking about?
Yeah. So yeah, like you said in the first part, for example, 20 to 30% is something. The example is not relative, but just I'm saying, for example, you're following a person and then you have something to take, okay, but maximum to reject. Okay, out of 100%, I have 20% which is good. Okay, but 80% which is I don't trust or something on a reject mode. So that is what I want to say. Yeah.
So you're saying that you come across someone who has something good, take that good, no problem. Because we, just like a honeybee is eager to take only the honey from the flowers. So we should be ever eager to get. That is what we say. Nature is a teacher, and people around us are teachers. So in that way we see. But but we have to be having understanding that, okay, why to go to a person like Sudama who is only like 20%, but remaining all nonsense he does, because you might also get stuck. The reason for his 80% of all those qualities, it doesn't make me sense, because this guy, 20% is doing good, but there is also some internal or interior or some other reasons why he is like that. When we want to learn, when we want to ourselves strict learners, we should approach one who has good qualities. We can appreciate good qualities in everyone, but when we are learning, yeah, we can have, as I said, it is said that one can have unlimited number of gurus all over the world. Everyone can become his guru because everyone has some uniqueness, some greatness, something that you can learn. But what we get um, confused or it kinds of bewilders sometimes is, hey, I have been thinking this guy is very nice, but what happened all of a sudden he has changed his quality or changed his nature, or he's not behaving same like as I was thinking before. I think, and then reject, accept, reject. No, you just appreciate what they are doing, yeah. But rather for your own internal development, for your own advancement, you should definitely go to one who is really qualified acharya. It is not that okay, 20% is there or 10% is there. Okay, I can just start learning from everyone. Hey, you are my teacher, you are my teacher. Yes, we are calling everyone as Prabhu. What does it mean? That we respect them as our master. So what we are doing in that means is we are ready to offer service to them. But when it comes to teaching, then we should approach a teacher who is in this path, who is enlightening, who is making this aware. So in that whole list of all, a few list of people will be there who becomes your teachers, just like in a school. Not everyone, all the students also are unique. But are we going to learn from the students, or are we preferring to learn by clarifying our doubts from a teacher?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yeah. Why? Because the teacher has the experience of how to teach, how to train, how to understand what is the limitations of the student. Oh, his math is not good. Oh, maybe he need these basics first. So she will say, okay, first learn these. Otherwise, you know what will happen. I think you may have seen many occasions where everyone will give their opinions around us. Na? There are people more who are ready to give opinions than take opinions. Yeah, because this 20%, na, 20% of or whatever. So yeah, because you're approaching them, and if you're asking, hey, can you please tell me, he would give answer which can have a quality of only 20%, isn't it?
Yeah. Yes, Prabhuji. Yeah.
So we have to be very careful. Like, okay, we can definitely engage in nice discussions, talks, understanding, but we cannot conclude on what is coming out of it. We have to recheck our understanding from the real teachers. That is why we call sadhu, shastra, and guru. So we approach them and cross check our understanding, is it correct or wrong, and then apply, then we'll be successful. Yeah.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yeah. And coming to the second category, which is that, okay, I know perfectly that this guru, this teacher has right understanding, this guru can really bless. Of course, to really come to that level, right, we have to become already so much pure. Otherwise, we cannot see their greatness. Just like you put a black goggles, and then if you're seeing outside, you'll see everything is dark, right? Though the sun is bright, though the sun is same sun, but because we have this black goggles, I don't know what is called,
Polarized.
polarized.
Yeah.
Yeah, polarized. So we can't see things as they are. So now where is the fault lying? In our vision, right?
Yeah. Person who is visioning it. Yeah.
So what we have to do in that case is, with whatever vision that we are able to see, let's try to see some good. Because at least others could see something due to which they are following, and they are seeing, oh, he is a teacher. Uh, he has made changes. He has made advancement in so many lives. Definitely there should be something, right?
Yeah.
And then what will happen? Because of that strengthening of faith, this vision gets cleared, and because our association, our experiences with the person, it's not that we are having blind faith. Oh, everyone is following, let me also follow. No, everyone is following. I should kind of have an open mindedness to see, okay, why don't I try? And during that, then we start seeing, okay, what questions I have, what kind of answers am I getting? Is it really making me also advanced? That way we get our vision clear. And Guru is not ordinary person. Guru is to be understood as good as God, which means that, oh, how can I see him as Guru? He is also human. He has his own family. He underwent surgeries. He underwent, you know, uh, that limit. He also has, he's sleeping. He's not showing any miracles. Ah, Guru means should show miracles, right? Hmm? Miracle means, oh, something only everyone should understand it. No, there are miracles that only one can understand if they are really perceiving. Only then you, hey, did you have this realization? Yes. Why? Because these realizations are very personal. We are not talking about this magicians, magics, black magic. No, we're talking about transformation. When things are transforming, what best miracle one wants? Do you really care if there is a miracle or not a miracle? Yeah. So that's how we also advance. Okay, I have faith of 70%, but slowly by associating, by asking questions, by getting the answers, by solving my problems, hmm, uh, then we our 70% will become 80%. And after down the line, when we see, okay, it will become 85%, it becomes 100%, it goes even beyond 100%, that we say, I don't think there is anything else that is as great as my spiritual master. He had done so many miracles, amazing miracles. Not like, okay, what people are perceiving. He says, he made a miracle that he changed me. I never thought I could be changed like this. I was always thinking my life will be like this. I'll be rotting in this life like hell. I had never had any hope. I always thought that this is my life and I have to lead like this. But all of a sudden, what happened? He came and he pulled me out from that dangerous pit. Isn't that a miracle? Hmm? So that is the understanding a disciple gets as he journeys along with the Guru. Then he understands, oh, my life would. He's, that's why we say he is a savior. He has saved me. What best miracle we need more than being saved? Huh? If we go to a magic show, we may be just entertained. Are we saved? Hmm? Mahesh Prabhu? No, right?
No.
No. But what is the real magic is that we never believed in ourselves that we can become good. We can have a scope of success. And that's what when someone is doing, that is real magic. That's real miracle.
Yeah. Prabhuji, like you rightly mentioned about the putting the glasses and envisioning. Yeah. The point.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you. Okay. So did we cover simplicity? Rupa, is Adira Subrahman not there? Just checking. Okay. No. Or
Yes.
maybe in the post he would have said from where should we continue.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, yes, he has written cleanliness in the
Cleanliness.
post.
Let me go there. Otherwise, you guys might get bored. Hey, why the same qualities we are discussing class after class? Humility, how many times we have heard? Come on.
Prabhuji,
So,
but in the narration is different, Prabhuji. It's always interesting, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
for sometimes, for some people, not for all, not every time. So let's continue with cleanliness. Cleanliness is essential for making advancement in spiritual life. There are two kinds of cleanliness, external and internal. External cleanliness means taking a bath, but for internal cleanliness, one has to think of Krishna always and chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. This process cleans the accumulated dust of past karma from the mind. So we are very, so to say, clean, what do you call it? Hygiene conscious. Please raise your hands if you are in that group. Hygiene is very important. Cleanliness is very important. Without cleanliness, I can't even sleep. So others don't care, I see. Oh, I was just joking. So I think cleanliness every one of us want. Why? Because, can someone say why?
Prabhuji, it is said that cleanliness is next to godliness.
It is said, but why you want to maintain that? Is it just because you heard it or you believe it?
No, we believe it. I mean, when we are in a clean environment, it keeps it brings the positive impact on the mind. Apart from the medical reasons of being in a clean environment.
But you see that there are so many vairagis. If you go into this tantrics, right, who practice also, they also want to go to godliness. They put a lot of ash on their body. They don't take so much about bath, right? We are talking about.
But is that in the mode of ignorance, Prabhuji?
Let's talk about that. Yeah. But any others, yeah, who would like to say what is cleanliness? Why cleanliness?
Prabhu, as you said, there are two types of cleanness: external and internal cleanness. So, just like so, both of these cleanliness is necessary for the devotional thought to flourish and to proceed with spiritual path.
Yeah. The question is why?
Because see, if we do not make our path clean, then all the other noise and other junk things will be entangled in our mind. Just like if I keep my home as a mess, if it is stinky, it is not good, and the flies are roaming around, then when I do japa, the mosquito will start biting me, the flies will start flying around my head. So this is not a good thing, and we have to make proper physical cleanliness. And also, like the mental cleanliness also, if we think about so many rubbish things, then that thought will come when we start to focus. So that is why the cleanliness is required, both in physical and internal.
Yeah. Let's talk about external cleanliness that you mentioned. Just imagine if there is something stinking in the house. All right.
Yeah.
Might be initially it might disturb, but slowly I think you overcome that disturbance, isn't it? Just like if you're living next to a company which makes some pharmaceutical chemicals which are yeah, quite a disgusting odor. But I think there are so many people who are living around it. No?
Uh,
No, I don't know if you have seen. I have seen so many, yeah, especially factories, especially this textile factories. Now they emit a lot of stinkiness in the air.
Yes, Prabhu. But I don't think they will be able to thrive through this spiritual path.
No, we are not talking yet about spiritual part. We are still talking about cleanliness.
Yeah, they are staying, because I have seen many areas like they are. Even when I was staying in Kolkata, we had an office nearby some leather factories and something, and that place was so stinky. Like I did not even like to go office.
Yeah, and after down the line, we get used to it. We don't give so much attention. I think we feel like, okay, that's okay if it is there, fine. Whether it could be loud noise, or yeah, I have seen kids sleeping in great delight when, yeah, there's a lot of sound, factory sounds around, but still they can sleep peacefully. Even we, when we are tired, no, it doesn't matter whether it is sound is so high, we can still sleep. So anyway, coming back, yeah, so cleanliness, if we can overcome, or if we can go above it, why should we really maintain cleanliness? Yeah, that's what I want to bring on table. Yeah, for Prabhu, what you have said is nice, that if we have a nice clean house, then it doesn't disturb mind. But there are people who overcome that kind of disturbance down the line after few months or some time, isn't it?
Yeah, but we need to have that kind of yogis then. I mean, it's not so easy.
Yeah, but they are not yogis, right? Who are around factories and who just continue.
But they're still not meditating in the factory, I guess, or they are not. They are just doing their everyday professional jobs.
Yeah, we are still talking only about everyday, day-to-day living, not about spiritual at all.
Yeah, so there are a lot of people. I mean, in India also, there are a lot of people who are living in those places. Those are not at all hygiene.
Yeah.
Prabhuji, but for few people, it's not an excuse. For example, if they're working on the shop floor, okay, and they are, I mean, for in a mechanical industry, they are exposed to the contamination also when they are working on the machines and all. So that can be one of the purity, but I think that is also a temporary thing, where if it depends on the person how he wants
Yeah.
to cleanse it. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, which means one could get used to those kind of disturbances, but still it will not solve the real problem, because he is exposed to uh, harmful. Yeah, it could be the gases, it could be harmful. Yeah, as you said, Parth Prabhu, that it's not only about stinking, it's not only, but it also affects the health, right?
Yes.
That is the main thing. One could just kind of what do we call this? One could just think that it's okay. I'm accustomed to it now. I don't have to really move. No, what is happening is, if we are not living a hygiene life, then what is happening is we are endangering our well-being and our main purpose. If we don't live long, yeah, I mean, when I was attending a yoga sessions in my, was it during engineering time, I don't know, there was a camp of 21 days, and then I used to go for this yoga every day in the morning, and one day I attended an evening. Oh, no, there is what I don't remember exactly, but there was, the main guru was there, and that main guru, in front of him, he was addressing all of us, and then I asked, why should I live I don't see a reason why should I live. There should be a real purpose. Why am I living? Then he was shocked, because I was giving saying that, okay, after all we are doing this yoga is so nice to keep ourselves fit, but what is the purpose of life? What is that I'm going to benefit, or what is that I'm going to do if I am blessed with long life? What is the use of it? Because after all, we are turning to yoga mainly to maintain good health, and all these things. But what is the purpose? In the end, still the same bombarding. The society is still always exploiting. All these things are happening, but there should be a purpose, right? Why should I get exploited? Why should I live long and get exploited? Why should I expose myself to all this kind of health? What do you call health hazardous? Some Have you seen big cylinders which carries this harmful gases? They say some fumous gases, dangerous fumous gases they are carrying. I think in this world, don't we see everywhere such a danger everywhere? Hmm? Hmm? Yes, right. So we see so much, and then on the one side we are cleaning, and then there are so many people who are throwing all kinds of colors, red, black, whatever. And then you are cleaning again. Are you not getting tired of cleaning? Radhikali Mataji? Especially people who want to maintain a very high. I am maintaining my hygiene. I am maintaining my cleanliness. But you know what? It's not a one-day job. It's everyday job. No? Are we not tired? Yeah. At least I am tired. So what I do? Should I give it up? No cleanliness. Let it be whatever it. Let it stink. But my mind, if I control my mind, Sthitadir means to control. Whatever may be the case, let me control. What is happening in those circumstances? I am risking myself to get sick. So cleanliness is so important, mainly not because of what do we call this? Feeling, but actually it has a purpose. Yeah, there is a reason, and as Parth Prabhu mentioned and Mahesh Prabhu mentioned, yes, it is. It gives a good feel for us, and also not only that, it also makes us live a better life. And a better life now is very important, that to understand what is really adding life to the years or adding years to the life. I think you may have come across this nice axiom. Anyone can explain what does that mean? Adding life to the years and adding years to the life. Satish Prabhu?
No, Prabhuji, I'm adding ice to the. I'm not aware of that.
Okay.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yes.
I think coincidentally, yeah, I mean, I happened to watch one of the great service of one devotee in the past, I think shared by Gauranga Darshan Prabhu or Gauranga Prabhu. So there is a devotee, Krishna Stoka Prabhu. He was diagnosed with skin cancer. He was a very honest, very one of the. I mean, he's a great devotee in the temple, but he realized that he had only 6 months to live. He was serving in the temple, and that was a moment. Also, he found out that he was gonna become a father. But during those 6 months, he served a lot. I mean, he was like he was always a favorite for everyone. He was so kind. Gauranga Prabhu says that probably the kind. Gauragopal Prabhu. Yes, Prabhuji. Yeah, Gauragopal Prabhu says that probably you might not even see such a kind-hearted person. But that time there is, I mean, his cancer is already in advanced stage. He's only 26 or 27 years old. So what he decided was exactly the same thing you said, Prabhuji, now, that he thought that he will give more years to more time to his reduced life. I mean, more years. Though his period is only 6 months, but those 6 months he made it like maybe 5 years or something, like serving, continue to serve. And yeah, finally in his last moments also, yeah, he passed away in the midst of great kirtans. So exactly, Gaur Gopal Prabhu also says that yeah, life is not about adding more years to our lifespan. It's about it's about the other way around.
Yeah, very nice. Yeah, and when we are adding life to our years, we can pray for a long life, huh? So that because the every moment of our life we are making it meaningful. Otherwise, yeah, having cleanliness can give us better life, but not value.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Sorry, I kind of now understood the context, Prabhuji. And also this reminds me of what Keshav Maharaj told in the recent lecture, that, our knowledge is proportionate to our age until the age of 25. Then we stop learning and, people are already dead. Something he told, something like that, Prabhuji, at the age of 25, because then, there are a lot of other factors that influence the learning. And now I kind of because I was thinking years, like the sense, the year in the face I was thinking, but now I got it. Thank you.
Yeah. So why I brought this? I mean, this is so important that we are thinking of cleanliness. Yes, but when we maintain clean and hygiene and have long life, if we don't make best of it, so there is no purpose of it. So that is the reason why we should also have what cleanliness from inside right now. We can't say that, okay, when I become 45, come on, that is peaks of my responsible, what do you call responsible uh, or responsibilities. Yeah, I would say that, oh no, 30 to 50 is the most important phase of my life, that I have to do 100 things, that too at same time. And at that time, can I really practice Krishna consciousness? No. Or kids who are like, okay, 15 years to going to 26 years. As Dinanath Prabhu, you said, yeah, he got early marriage. He was beloved, yeah, by all the brahmacharis at that time. But then he took up this grihastha ashram. After taking in 1 year, I think he was expecting a child, and then all of a sudden he also at the same time news came that he had cancer. So he simply said, okay, please take care of yourself, uh, and then I'll go back to temple, because he saw what does really matter now. Imagine if one has 60 years, he may be a little slow. Okay, yeah, I have 60 years. Imagine 6 months, then we become, oh, I only have 6 months. I need to do everything in 6 months. Then, so the perspective changes. So that perspective change cannot happen just like that. But unless we clean inside and outside, then only it's possible. Only when we clean ourselves properly from inside and outside, we can make our life successful. And that's why here Prabhupada is mentioning, always chanting, thinking of Krishna is the means through which we can sterilize our consciousness. We can immunize against external disturbances by chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And there are different kinds of karmas. Yeah, one is prarabdha karma, aprarabdha karma. There are 4 levels of effects of karma. One that has manifested, one that is just becoming a seed, one that fructified, one is already what we are enjoying. So all these things are already happening now. Effects are happening. Effects are yet to happen. But the solution to stop this whole business of karma and its drama is by practicing Hare Krishna chanting. By chanting, what is happening is that we are taking the that shot against all kinds of diseases and become immune. So cleanliness is actually purpose is what? To be immune. That's why we want to clean, and so that we are immuning ourselves, or making an atmosphere such a way that I'm not affected. What do you say, Parth Prabhu? Right?
Yes, Prabhu.
In that way, if we take each and every such quality, is I think we made it so superficially that we think that itself, yeah, there is a whole dimension below each of such a quality that we were discussing about tolerance. Tolerance, still people get confused, right? What is tolerance? Tolerance is if someone is coming and poking in my eyes, then I'm not getting irritated. That is tolerance. No, when disturbances are there, we understand that. One second. Tolerating is to understand that Krishna's plan is like that. Krishna, I have done something definitely wrong. Accepting it. That is tolerance. Anyway, so any other point before we go to another quality and close for the day? Satish Prabhu.
No, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yes, please.
So, Prabhuji, cleanliness, as you said, yeah, the internal and external cleanliness is both important. So, is it some excuse for not maintaining external cleanliness for some who say, like, they are doing spiritual practice? It's so external cleanliness is not required or important. Like
Can you give an example?
like in the dham we go, and there is everywhere we mostly see that trash is thrown all around. And
yeah, when we do not understand this, what do we call, the importance of cleanliness, we just kind of do it like that. When we understand the importance of it, then we clean it. Just like just something came to my mind. So we are talking about cleanliness, and if the dhams are polluted, what is this, right? Is that your question?
yes,
Yeah, but we have to understand that why shouldn't we maintain cleanliness? We should maintain cleanliness because this is appreciated by Lord, because He Himself is saying that cleanliness is here. We can see it's needed. And this cleanliness, as I said, it also is benefiting one. And also, if you talk about on deity worship, a very high standard of cleanliness is expected to be followed by the priest. They can't just say, hey, I can go on shorts or pants or not washed. No, even if they go to toilet, they have to take bath and then only enter. Why? It might look superficial. Hey, what is that anyway? If my hands are dirty, okay, dirty means, is it really a dirt that has to stick to my hand? Is that dirty? No. Even when we touch something which is already eaten by someone, my hand is dirty because of. There are people who will challenge us. At least I had a challenge. Some guy, yeah, when we were having a lunch together with my colleagues, the guy was saying, hey, sharing something. He was sharing something and food, I said, and before I could say anything, this guy was telling the other guy saying, hey, no, these guys, they don't eat what you have already touched, you have eaten. They see you as untouchable. They see you as, they discriminate. They see you as low caste and low creed and anyway, all those things he was telling. But yeah, but that's not the real thing. We see that cleanliness is not maintained if someone has eaten. Yeah, scientifically also we can see if someone has something, we never know that can come up. And if we talk about 50 years back, how many diseases were spreading, just how many infections were carried just because of this. That is only what we can see with our eyes. And there are so many things, contamination. Yeah, the contamination is there. When something is unclean, we should keep it clean.
So Prabhuji, is it like both go hand in hand, or external and internal, or one can say
Definitely.
that internal is more important and then external they will see, or
Both are important. First thing is at least external cleanliness is important. Only when we are externally clean, then we start appreciating internal cleanliness. Rather, when we see, hey, no, the sadhus, they have not taken a bath and no, they don't follow all these things. That is way high level. Yeah. For them, they don't need to be externally cleansed. For them, because they have so much vibration, they have full confidence, Lord will take care of them, and Lord is always showering his mercy upon him or her. Yeah.
yes, Prabhu.
Yeah, as you said, if Babas or Babajis or sadhus who are sitting on the streets, right? Huh? The streets are dirty means then that dust also falls on them. How much clean can they be? They cannot, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, and I don't know if Rupa can relate about how Indradanu Maharaj was mentioning that cleanliness is so important.
Yeah. I mean, it's a basic practice, initial days of our Krishna consciousness, our spiritual progress. His Holiness Maharaj was telling us how everyone, after getting up from the bed, how we have to fold things and arrange properly and go for immediately bath and these all things. While talking you both, I was remembering His Holiness Radhanath Maharaj. I think you know this past time when this environmental minister met him in the airport. Yeah. I mean, environment minister met him in airport and she was telling, see, these Kumbh Melas and these all are organizing, but a lot of pollution is happening. I mean, like we have to take care of lot of cleanliness, something like that she was mentioning. Then he said, yes, we both are doing the same job. We are cleaning the hearts of the people and you are cleaning the environment, something like that. Maybe Prabhuji will elaborate nicely.
Yeah, external environment, internal environment, both needs to be clean. Yeah. So because she was only kind of saying all these spiritual things now, whatever you're doing, it is so nice when you do a big yatra, all people come, they throw all plastic bottles here and there, they don't maintain cleanliness, they eat and they throw everything, and then they are saying Hare Krishna or whatever, they keep on doing japa and they are gone. But yeah, it becomes a big disturbance for us that we have to take care of all that cleanliness, otherwise diseases will spread. So, and then Radhanath Maharaji was saying, yeah, I think we have a role to play. I am cleansing the heart and mind, thoughts, so that we can live a good life, hygiene life. And until we change, right, there should also be someone who takes care of mess up that's made. So in that way, so we understand here that effort should be made, and that is also the main purpose of all these teachings. We are not leading a way of life where we cause disturbances to others. we first maintain cleanliness for ourselves, and cleanliness also helps others. Just otherwise, just imagine you have gathered all the rubbish and throw in the neighbor's house. No, right? We want to ourselves make sure that we don't have rubbish. For that also we take up to these spiritual practices. Yeah, Gaur Bhagwan Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhuji. So yeah, I was listening one lecture of about Tamal Krishna Goswami Maharaj, and he was, when visiting the temple, then he was really checking everywhere with the hand, any dust is there or not. So yeah, along with the internal cleanliness, the external cleanliness, I felt he is also giving importance. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know whether I read somewhere or did it come across in the recent time when Tamal Krishna Goswami Maharaj was in Vrindavan, when he was or in Mayapur, right? When Abhishek was going on. Did someone remember? Did I read this or to myself? Did I read it? If no one knows, then I can say what happened. Did we come across this in Prabhupada Lilamrit? No. So there was this Abhishek that was going on to, I think, Panchatattva deities in Mayapur or in Vrindavan, one of these places, where Tamal Krishna Goswami Maharaj was there, and he was seeing the kids were, yeah, I saw it somewhere. The kids were playing, and you know what was happening is there is a small opening. All the Abhishek will come, and then it's in Vrindavan. Yeah, this, I don't know if you have seen. There is a small opening where all the Abhishek will come, and then it's collected, and then yeah. So, but what was happening is there are these enthusiastic Gurukulis, yeah, the students in Gurukul, they were very enthusiastic, and what they were doing is, as soon as when this Sharanamrit is coming, this Abhishek holy water that is coming, then they are keeping their hand directly below it, below from where this opening is coming, and then they are drinking. And then this was, yeah, and again they come back and sit in their place and see what is happening in the kirtan, and again they go, and then all of a sudden, then when this kid went again, yeah, I was reading about Amogalila Prabhu, correct. This is Amogalila Prabhu who was narrating this. Yeah. So this boy was again going, I think he was Amogalila Prabhu also. He was remembering how Tamal Krishna Maharaj corrected him. So all of a sudden there was a bang on the hand of this boy, Tamal Krishna Maharaj. He saw suddenly, oh, Maharaj was saying, he's saying, what are you doing? Yeah. After all this Abhishek is for what? It has to be given to so many senior Vaishnavas there, right? Yeah. What you are doing is you are drinking, again you are putting the hand, you are drinking again, and it becomes juta. It becomes contaminated. And how can we offer this contaminated to Prabhupada? I think this is what he was saying. Something like that. I'll again refer back. But yes, we might see it's very simple or not logical or not reasonable. But yeah, when it comes to maintaining standards, it's a big agenda for it. We need to do it. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, then we'll stop here. Steadiness, we'll study next time. Yeah. Are there any questions? Anyone? I don't know if any newcomers are there. I have not seen. Abhijit Prabhu?
Nothing, Prabhu. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for joining.
Thank you.
We talk for some time, and I keep it really not just science, but actually go more how we can apply, because ultimately we take 1 hour of our valuable time should be definitely helpful personally. Yeah. Okay.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you. Vanchakalparabhyasya kripa sindhubhyo cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo. Prabhupada ki Koti Vaishnava. Jai Gaura Premanand.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.